Hi guys, in today's tutorial I'll show you how to achieve a dark aesthetic look in After Effects in a very simple way. Let's get started. Just dropping a quick reminder that you can grab these 16mm film shakes. I made them specifically so you don't have to waste time keyframing the same movement over and over. You can see how much more expensive the edit looks with them on. Links down there if you need it. This footage was shot on the DJI Pocket 3 using the D-Log-M profile. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply the official DJI LUT to convert the flat D-Log-M footage into a normal Rec. 709 color space. This will give us a proper base before we start building the dark aesthetic look. Let's apply the Lumetri Color effect to the clip. Open the Creative tab and load the LUT. Once the LUT is applied, close the Creative section and move to Basic Correction to start color grading. To achieve the dark aesthetic look, the first thing I'll do is reduce the saturation and set it to around 65. I'll skip the exposure since the image is already well balanced and jump straight to contrast. I'll increase it a bit to add more depth and separation between the highlights and shadows. Next I'll decrease the highlights slightly to recover details in the brighter areas and avoid any harsh or blown out spots. In my case, the car looks a bit too dark, so I'll raise the shadows just a little to bring back some detail in the darker areas without ruining the overall dark aesthetic. I'll slightly lower the whites and deepen the blacks to give the image richer contrast and a more dramatic tone. With the basic correction done, the image looks fine, but not complete yet. Let's close basic and expand the curves. I'll create 3 points on the curve, one for the shadows, one for the midtones, and one for the highlights. I'll pull down the highlights just a little to soften the brightest areas and keep them from looking too sharp or distracting. Next I'll pull down the midtones slightly to darken the overall image. Then I'll lower the shadows as well to deepen the darker areas and add more contrast and intensity. For the very bottom shadow point, I'll lift it up just a bit to add a subtle faded look. With the curve complete, I'll move to hue versus saturation, and this step is very important for achieving that dark black aesthetic look. Here we'll selectively desaturate certain colors to make the image feel cleaner and more controlled. In my case, the main colors are green, red, and some light blue in the sky. Let's start with the greens. I'll manually create 3 points around the green area to isolate it properly, then pull down the middle point until the greens become desaturated. If that's not enough, I can slightly pull down the 2 side points as well to widen the selection. Just don't overdo it, otherwise the image will start to look dull and unnatural, and you might introduce weird color banding or muddy tones. Next I'll move to the blues. I'll create 3 points around the blue range and pull the middle one down to desaturate the sky. Finally, the reds. I'll create 3 points in the red range and gently pull them up to increase saturation on the tail lights. This makes the car pop against the more muted background and adds strong visual contrast to the overall look. With the hue versus saturation complete, I feel like the video is a bit too cold, so next I'll go to the RGB curves and switch the channel to blues. From the middle of the curve, I'll pull it down just a little to reduce some of the blue in the midtones, which adds a subtle warm balance to the image without destroying the overall dark mood. Now let's move to the most powerful part of color grading, the color wheels. This is the section that can completely change the atmosphere of your scene. Since I'm going for a dark black aesthetic, I still want to keep a slightly cool tone overall, so I'll gently push the wheels toward blue, but very subtly. Starting with the shadows, I'll push them slightly toward blue to deepen the dark areas and give that cinematic cool feeling. Next the midtones. I'll also push them a bit toward blue, and then lower the midtone slider slightly to darken them. This helps create more depth and contrast in the image, and it strengthens that moody aesthetic without crushing the blacks too much. Finally, the highlights. I'll do something similar, a very slight push toward blue and decrease the highlight slider a bit to prevent bright areas from popping too much. Now let me show you the before and after with the color wheels applied so you can clearly see the difference. The image looks more unified, more cinematic, and much closer to that dark black aesthetic. The very final setting is the vignette. Vignette is a subtle darkening around the edges of the frame that helps draw the viewer's attention toward the center of the image. First I'll decrease the amount a little to gently darken the edges. Next I'll decrease the midpoint to push the darkening slightly closer toward the center. Then I'll increase the roundness to better match the shape of the frame and make the vignette look more natural rather than stretched. Finally, I'll increase the feather to soften the edges of the vignette. And we are done. Let me toggle the entire Lumetri Color effect off to check the before and after. You can clearly see how much darker, moodier, and more cinematic the image looks now. This is how you can easily and quickly achieve the dark aesthetic look in After Effects. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.